Good morning. The time is 9:06 a.m. Thursday, September 2, 2021. The news headline: Police arrest 3 suspected bandits on Katsina government payroll. The news in full. 3 suspected bandits who claimed to have repented have been arrested by the Katsina Police Command after an attempted robbery attack. The suspects were said to have been offered employment by the Katsina state government and were working in collaboration with the Office of the Special Advisor to the state government on security in order to help strengthen the fight against banditry in the state. However, instead of doing their job as expected, they were rather using it to rob and defraud people. The police public relations officer in Katsina State paraded the suspects before journalists at the police command on Wednesday. The command revealed that, unknown to the government, the suspected bandits, while pretending to have repented, were still engaging in robbery and cattle rustling until they were exposed in a foiled attack by the police. According to SP Gambo, the arrested suspects, who were on the government payroll, enjoyed the sum of 110,000 naira monthly as salary by the state government. The hoodlums who confessed to have committed the crime were identified as Abdullahi Mairafi, 43, of Kofa, Maruwa Locust, Katsina Abbas, Aruna alias Dogu Abbas, 34, of Filin Polo Quarters, Katsina, and Usman Azan, aka Manu, 50, of Ganuwa Village, Charanchi, local government area of Katsina State. The trio went to Damake Forest, Ingawa, LGA, with a motor vehicle Toyota Camry ash in color with registration number DE631 LED, attacked a herder, one Alhaji Gide Sulaiman of Maluma Fashi local government area, while grazing his animals. With machetes and sticks, they threatened him and his boys that they were from the Office of the Special Advisor on Security to His Excellency, with a false allegation that their brother, Ine Saidu, had robbed one Lawal of his herds and they should either produce the said Saidu or bring 100 cows. After some scuffles, the suspects succeeded in robbing the said Alhaji Gide Sulaiman of his 20 cows valued at 7,552,000 naira, with the intention of taking them to the said Lawal as compensation for his stolen cows, as falsely alleged by them. They also searched and robbed them of the sum of 40,000 naira and 4 GSM handsets. Subsequently, the same syndicate of Abdullahi Mairafi and 3 others attacked the complainant on the same false allegation and attempted to rob him of another set of 20 cows and some sheep. But Nemesis caught up with them when they were rounded up and arrested by the command. In the course of investigation, the suspects confessed to the commission of the offences. The gang leader, Abdullahi Mairafi, confessed to have conspired with the others and sold all the cows at Dankama Market, Kaita local government area of the state. 2 cows and the sum of 444,000 naira were recovered as exhibit from them. It may interest you to know that Abdullahi Mairafi was a notorious bandit but repented and was working with the state government under the Office of SA Security. SP Gambo disclosed. The time is 9:11 a.m. The news analysis. After the Boko Haram, some of the Boko Haram have actually repented and were given amnesty by the federal government in different areas of the country, just like the one that happened in Borno State, whereby there was a decision made by the federal government to integrate the Boko Haram back into the state and even into the country, whereby some people have been of the opinion that their repentance is fake. That why haven't they repented before the Nigerian army started to bomb them or started to arrest them and do other stuff to them? That they do not believe that these people have actually repented. The IDPs, internally displaced persons of Borno State, were actually against the Borno State government some weeks back. That what if they had succeeded in killing all of them? Where would they have been reintegrated to? The government should rethink this decision. The Boko Haram insurgents are never repentant, that they only come to surrender when the tide is against them. Why did they surrender until the military began to bomb them? Their repentance is fake, and as such, they will not allow them to live with them. If the government wants, they can build houses for them, but the IDP said they will not allow them live with them because they have caused them so much pains. One Mustafa Musa, a 53-year-old indigene of Kukawa town in Kukawa local government area of Borno State, said he could not forget the pain Boko Haram had caused him. Musa, who has been living in an IDP camp for the past 5 years after fleeing his village, said bluntly that he did not support the Borno State government's idea. And after a whole lot of deliberation, some of them were still allowed and reintegrated back into the society, just like these 3 bandits that were caught of recent. They have been reintegrated back, and even they were allowed to be working with the special advisor to the state government on security in Katsina State, so as to help to further strengthen the fight against banditry in the state. But unfortunately, instead of doing their job as expected, they were using it to rob and defraud people. They revealed that these people, while this Boko Haram banditry who claim to be repentant, they were pretending to have repented, but were still engaging in robbery and cattle rustling until they were exposed by the police of recent. It was also made known that they enjoy the sum of 110,000 naira monthly as salary by the state government.